And welcome back to Civilization. It just turned the year 1930, so I went forward a few years, and you see that my spaceship is complete. Not only does it have 100% sport energy, but now it also has 100% probability of success, and I've found the way that that happens is you have four of these, and as long as you have four of these, it tells you you'll have 100% probability. In the last video, there was 98% probability of success, and I jokingly said, if you have me up in space and you can tell me there's only 98% chance that I'm coming back, I don't know how quickly I'd get up on that thing. Maybe I'm weird. Alright, so I'm going to just buy the Manhattan Project. I have to spend some money. So the Manhattan Project happened in the middle of World War II, right? So we're doing that about 15 years, maybe at least 10 years before we even probably think of it. And like I said, in 1931, so this is a couple years after the Great Depression. Actually, a year and a couple months probably after the Great Depression. In the real world, doesn't seem like there's a depressed economic time right now, though. Not in the Canadian Empire time of civilization. Alright, so Calgary's pretty big and good. Oh. This is the danger that you have when you irrigate one spot. If you irrigate one more spot, is that too much? Because I don't want to have a time where they just constantly need food. Alright, I'm getting away from my goal over here of just making sure there's no Russian ships. Still fighting, I think, everybody. Let's see again. My intelligence advisor says we are fighting. Where's the Canadians? Actually, we're at peace with the French and Mongols. We're at war with Egypt, and even though the French say that they're at war with us, in my thing it says we are at peace with the French, and the Russians are at war with us. So we're all confused. If you're not confused, you should be. Ooh, might he try to attack Lyon? I think he might. And then I'll just buy that city, and then the Mongols will be done and over. And we'll all remember a time when they were our biggest challenge. Aqueduct, and then I'll build mass transit. Ooh. So now I can build nuclear weapons. So, and I think that's what I'll do with Toronto, is I'll build one nuclear weapon. And that automatically makes everybody nervous. I don't know how it does it in Civilization 1. I know in Civilization 3 it really makes enemy players nervous. Make me nervous if I heard that all of a sudden this empire had, and I'm gonna go this way, and hopefully once I get it out in the open, I can then say to give it orders to go to a place and it doesn't end up in the middle of a lake somewhere. Use you to protect him. It's a fun word. Oh, still building my spaceship. I'm probably still building a few structures and things. I could just tell it to stop, but Let's see. Do I want to make it any bigger? Sure. I mean, if it gets bigger, whatever. I'll work at that when I get to it. University, and I think that's the last thing it's going to do. Yeah, it can't really do anything else. I guess I could build SDI defense for countries that protects the city from nuclear weapons, but nobody has nuclear weapons, so I'm not worried about Maybe I'll regret that, but we'll see. We'll get to that point if we get to it. Starting to build rail in whatever continent we want to call this, Mongolia, because this is where the Mongols started. And now the Mongols are down to just one city, and it used to be a French city. So I can call this Mongolia. Franco-Mongolia, because there's French, and the Mongols. I don't know. So yeah, I put this transport on go-to, and somehow it ended up in the middle of my lake over here, when all I wanted it to do was go on a trade voyage up into Heracleia. And it stops because it bumped into a legion. Let's see. I think that's okay. Niagara Falls. That settler's not doing anything. That settler's not doing anything. I'm just gonna see you later. Get rid of that guy. Hopefully when I land up here, I'll be able to make peace with at least Russia and hopefully Greece. Because you do get some points in the final stats the longer that you're at peace. And really, other than the spaceship, that's all I'm really fighting for now. These end game stats. And I think that's it. I'm not going to build anything else. Yeah, that's probably good. I mean, I could make settlers and make more cities and stuff, but that'll be good. It's transit. Temple. I think that's it for Guelph. That city doesn't need anything, so they're done. And like I said in the last episode, I leave it keep blinking. It'll speed up the game at the end, because you won't have to go into the city to build anything anymore. And if something happens, like there's an earthquake or whatever, and we lose our granary or whatever, that's okay because there's nothing else left for it to do. So it'll just keep piling on shields, and this will have like 8,000 shields or whatever, and you'd be able to buy whatever it is that you need. Oh, there's another Russian. Get rid of them. They're still upset with me. Now they have a reason to be upset with me because they keep killing their units, but before they didn't really have a reason. Let's see, any ships over here? Nope. So I guess this is my biggest criticism of Civilization is once you're done, there's very little that you can do to increase your score other than like go crazy and totally change your strategy and then start taking over countries. Um, and then you lose points for not being at peace. So it's kind of this circle of what do you want to do? And I've never really tried. I should probably save right now and see if it would be better to take over the world and get a higher score that way, or is it better to launch my spaceship? Maybe I'll do that. That's an idea. So maybe what I'll do is I'll save it like right about now and go for each type of an ending. That's an idea. Certainly, I've never thought about doing it that way. And I have more than enough resources and stuff. It would take a much longer time to take over the world. There's a ton of cities. The only thing that isn't terrible in that situation is nobody else but me has the automobile or bombers. So militaristically, it wouldn't be hard to do. I think I'd still, for the most part, use my diplomats more than almost anything else. Let's see. This is all right. Good. So before I irrigated that spot, there was a black symbol over here that showed that they were running short of food. Now that it's gone, so that's good. That's good. Oh, Nishapur, I think, built that artillery, so now I can tell it to stop. Ooh. Yeah, he's going to build a city up there, though. Ooh, the French are starting to do some stuff. Oops. I guess I'm still making this. I'll make one more. Make one more. Halifax, we're not doing anything else. Victoria. Yay. Is this where that's... Yeah, that's where it is. So I'm going to change by a armor. Because I'm getting nervous with that guy up there. Let's see anybody over here. Nope. I'll just bring him up here just in case. And I brought him out because he's more likely to attack me if I'm out of the city than inside the city. And I think that's really what he came here for. I don't believe this, that he came for peace. Oh, I wanted to change this. Maybe I'll get another bomber. Because if I do decide to take out cities, there's a bunch of them up here. Yep, I was right. See how smart I am? I knew it. I knew it. Alright, now I gotta make sure that all of the... There we go. And... a cathedral. Century U. Oh boy. Well, I'll get rid of him with this. Yes. Although he's probably going to attack me too. Okay. I think he's going to attack me. That was a false. He's going to attack this guy, and he's going to attack that guy. Just prove me wrong. I'll go here. And I'll stay here for when you inevitably try to kill my guys. Over here. And let's see if he attacks my settler. I'm going to say 50% chance that he does. I should have moved that. It would have been a 0% chance if I moved that that bomber over him. He couldn't do it then. Road there. So I have my settlers mainly in what I would call Canada. And they're just sitting there waiting for pollution to possibly occur. For the most part, they're just chilling. I could sentry them and then wake them up when I